Hello everybody, welcome to Beer, Toys and Banter. I'm Nez.
And I'm Dunny.
And as you can see, we're in Dunny's house and we're in front of his newly rehoused Boba Fett collection. Tell us all about moving that, Dunny, from your old cabinets to these new ones.
Well, it just kind of grew. So I had it in a single one before, and it's just all over the house. So I just wanted to get it all together. So I've got the Funkos. I know you're not a big Funko fan, but I've got the Funkos. I think there's only one I need, which is the Droids one, which is about 400 quid. Then I've got the Galaxy of Adventures. I luckily got one signed by Jeremy before he passed. Quite a few other bits. Got the Black Series 6-inch from Essen, I think it were.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Got the full Kubrick set up the top. You can't really see that. That's my favourite. Got that in Denmark. You were with me, weren't it? 70 quid. Then I've got both the Black Series helmets. So yeah, it's coming along. I've got quite a bit of stock to put in it, so I just need to fill it now.
Yeah, nice. Really nice, mate. Really good. So let's crack on with the beer. So first of all, I'm going to be trying Hookerback, which is a new England IPA from Salt Brewing, which is in Salter, Yorkshire.
Yes.
5.5%. As you know, I love my New England beers. Let's have a look at this. And exactly as it should be, hazy, pale, smells of tropical fruits. You can definitely smell pineapple in there.
It is an amazing colour, isn't it? These
mango.
These New England IPAs.
You know, we've said on Beer, Toys and Banter before that I was introduced to them by Frank Rich, and I'll be forever grateful to him for that because they're just so good. So let's see if this is as good as all the others. It's really good. Do you know what? It's almost as though somebody's mixed tropical fruit juice with beer.
See, I like them where the tropic really comes out on the flavour.
But it's got a thick consistency to it, like fruit juice has.
Yeah.
It's not just like beer. And at 5.5, I could certainly chuck a few of them away. Beautiful drink, that. Probably one of the best, certainly the best I've tried this year on Beer, Toys and Banter, if not the best ever. It's really good.
Wow, that's a bit of a well done Salt Brewery.
I think I'll have a bit more of that while you look at yours, mate. That's cracking.
Right, well I've gone for a Citra IPA and it's Lupulus X, I probably pronounced that wrong, from Buxton Brewery. It's 5.4%, so I think it's the same as yours, isn't it? So obviously from Buxton.
It's the same as mine. It's 5.4 is exactly the same as 5.5. Yeah.
It's not far. I couldn't remember what yours were.
Thanks for listening. Nice glass, by the way.
Yes. So again, great colour. Nice. Wow, really nice. I don't think I get the tropical bit, the citrus as you obviously do with yours. But it's just balanced enough to you know what I mean? Not overtake the taste of the beer.
Does it say on the can whether the name Citra is because it only uses Citra hops? I'd be very interested to know if that's where the name comes from, because they're only using Citra hops in that beer.
I can't see it, mate. But
there are a couple of other beers from other brewers called Citra, and they are named Citra because they only use Citra hops.
I think you could be right. I absolutely think you could be right. Because if you look at the back of the can, it says Lupulus is an experimental single hop program.
Yeah.
Every beer has the same recipe, only the hop changes to deliver a distinctive flavour. See, I'll be interested now trying a different few of them if that's only the Citra.
I like single hop beers. Yeah, that looks really good.
It is.
And Buxton, you know, known for its mineral water. If they're using the mineral water to brew the beer,
it's a really crisp, sharp, refreshing beer. If I were served that in a pub, I'd have no problem.
Yeah,
as I say, beers like this, to me, it's outside, in a garden, few beers. It needs to be nice and cold.
I do often wonder when you get these things from a supermarket or a beer shop or whatever, if they actually also brew it in kegs for pubs that you can get, you know, a draft pint of.
No, that's an exceptional beer, isn't it?
Well, you've picked two good ones here because you picked mine for me. So good work, done it.
Cheers,
Excellent
mate.
work.
Thanks.
Cheers.
I do some things right.
You definitely do.
Right, toys.
Well, before we move on to toys,
right.
what we should say is that next week we're back in Massam. Regular viewers will remember we did a beer, toys and banter from Black Sheep Brewery.
Yes, we did.
The one we didn't manage to get to, or we didn't manage to film in, we did actually go there, was Theakston's. So hopefully next week Beer, Toys and Banter will be from Theakston's Brewery.
Please let them have that beer on.
I know.
Please.
Donny's been a few times now to Theakston's, and one of his favourite draft beers that Theakston's brew is Barista, a coffee flavoured stout. And every time he's been, they haven't had it on in the brewery tap room. I've had it in there. It's exceptional. You would expect it to be because it's the flagship tap room, and all the beers are bob on. So fingers crossed for you, mate, that you get to try a pint of Barista in the tap room. Right, as you say, toys.
Right. So there you are, mate. That's yours.
Okay. I'm very, very happy to be talking about
I know how long you've wanted this.
Jaxxon. As a fan of the old vintage, I guess you have to call it, Marvel comics from the 70s, 80s, one of the best characters they put in there, maybe not one of the best, but one of the most unusual characters that I took to was Jaxxon the Rabbit, captain of the Rabbit's Foot. And in the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm line, Hasbro have finally made a Jaxxon figure. Before we get to the figure, I just want to talk about this packaging. First of all, they've done it so it looks like a book, because this wave are characters from the books and comics, so they've done it so it looks like a book. Nice idea. You open it up, and it looks as though what they've done is just used an old style Black Series box and stuck it inside this cover to make it look like a book. But even so, I'd love the idea of it looking like a book, particularly if you're interested in the full wave, which I'm not. There's some from books, some from comics. I just wanted Jaxxon for my collection. But, and here's the big book from me.
Here we go. Here we go.
They seem to have used this artwork, which is from, I think I'm right in saying, from the IDW Star Wars Adventures version of Jaxxon. For me, this surely, especially with it being the 50 years of Lucasfilm and, you know, retro and all that good stuff, should have had the old Marvel Comics artwork on it. But apart from that, I really like the idea of the design of the packaging. And I like the packaging so much that I will probably keep the packaging, even though I'm not a box collector. I just really like the way that they've done it. So I'm going to open it really carefully. I didn't realise there was some sellotape there. I thought it just, oh that's it. I thought it just opened like a flap, which it does, but there's a little bit of sellotape. Thankfully, it came off very easily. So let's get Jaxxon out. It also made me laugh that they paid tribute to him in the new Marvel comics when Marvel got the license back. They did about 693 million variant covers for issue 1, and one of them featured Jaxxon the Rabbit, which I loved, and obviously had to add that to my collection straight away. So there he is, Captain of the Rabbit's Foot, Jaxxon, friend of Han Solo and Chewbacca. Comes with a couple of smuggler's blasters. I'm not going to put them in his hands, I'm going to put them in the holster like that. And there it is, Jaxxon the Rabbit.
So, the question I've got for you is that, you know, you're on about the artwork, is the Star Wars Adventures the newer Jaxxon? What's that? Is that the old Jaxxon or the new Jaxxon?
What they've done is they've tried to make him realistic, in inverted commas. So he's not cartoony like in his looks. He's quite realistic.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah.
What they have done, because his costume changes considerably in all his different incarnations. They've definitely gone for this version of the costume.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Earlier versions have more yellow on it. It's a lot more like, if you like, Bosk's spacesuit, where this chest vest is yellow, less armour. But I don't care.
No.
Just to have a Jaxxon figure in my collection is amazing. And now I really want him to do Valance the Bounty Hunter, who featured just as much as, probably if not more.
Because you made a custom Jaxxon, didn't you?
I did do a custom Jaxxon using Bugs Bunny's head. Yeah. Because I couldn't find any other rabbit heads that fit 3 3/4 inch.
No.
But to have an official canon version, he's also in, it's either Rebels or Clone Wars, I don't know, but Dead. There's a Dave Filoni made in canon, but also killed him. I think it's Rebels. It could be Clone Wars. There'll be people out there who'll tell us, put us right. But there's an episode in which the main characters run past this body in the street.
It's Rebels.
Is it Rebels?
Yeah, Rebels. Because I've seen it and I've not watched Clone Wars, so.
And it's clearly a rabbit of a skeleton in this spacesuit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marvel, if there's anybody from Marvel Comics watching, you brought back Valance, and he's currently in the War of the Bounty Hunters crossover that's going on in the Marvel Comics. Bring back Jaxxon. Every person of my age who read those comics would absolutely love you to bring back Jaxxon the rabbit. And Hasbro, you know, I'm critical of Hasbro at times, and I lay praise on them in equal measure. But again, this is one where they've absolutely got it right. Got it right in the first place for doing that character. Brave move. And got the figure right, got the articulation right. Would I like to have seen the Marvel version? Yes, but at least he's here. Captain of the Rabbit's Foot, Jaxxon.
Nice.
So what toys are you going to be talking about?
Well, I've got, just expanding on what you were saying a couple of weeks ago about Facebook groups. I decided to have a look at Facebook's group, and our good friend Paul Truesdale decided to advertise a few Boba Fetts.
Who, as we're recording this, made another amazing find in a charity shop, I think, this morning.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So, this is the one I wanted, because it's just, I've not got it. So it's the Wind Up Boba Fett.
Is that metal?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, bit of a joke. I messaged Paul, said, how much is it? I think it was a tenner. No.
Bargain.
And then he had some other bits. And I said, well, you might as well just send me a lot. So I bought a whole lot. But this is what we're saying about. So we've got the...
I've got to do it, mate. I'm sorry, I've got to do it. Mind me beer, Bobber. Yeah, okay.
So I've got the Boba Fett, so I just had them.
Yeah. Are they from a chess set or something?
Yeah.
Nice.
So then there's a little plastic, I don't know what that's from, it's just obviously just a...
From the, what was it called, that line? Where they did like loads of soldiers and there were the big Star Destroyer that opened up and spit balls. Star Wars Command.
Right. And then, but, you know, I've already got that, but I thought, it's Boba, I'll have it. But I think I paid 20 quid postage for all them.
Bargain. This is great, I'm going to do it again.
You need a metal wind-up Boba Fett in your collection.
I definitely do.
Well, so that's what I've got, mate.
I love it when they do things that look like old-fashioned toys.
Yeah.
Wind Up Boba Fett fits right in. You've seen that Jack in the Box that I've got, musical thing, where the slug comes out. Stuff like that.
But, you know...
He's great.
Yeah. They're just filling things. But, I mean, for 20... I think it might have been 20, 22 quid posted. Paul, if you ever advertise any more Fett stuff, just message me, mate.
Yeah, that's a nice little figure too.
I'm very pleased with that. That's in absolute minty condition.
I think that's probably the best toy we've ever had on Beer Toys and Banter. So we've had the best toy and the best beer.
So, that's what I've done.
Excellent, mate. I don't know how to put that gun in his hand, so I'm going to let you do it.
Right.
That is a joy. When we finish filming this, mate, I'm going straight on eBay. I'm going to have a look if I can get myself one of these wind-up Boba Fetts, because that is incredible. How can something so simple give you so much joy? Incredible. I need to get one, mate. I really do need to get one.
Beautiful.
Well, that about wraps it up for this week's Beer Toys and Banter. We'll see you next week from Theakston's Brewery. Before we go though, if you don't already subscribe, please subscribe. We'd love to get to that magical 1,000. We're only 750 away.
Not bad going there.
And leave us comments. Have you got Jaxxon in your collection? Have you got this Wind Up Boba Fett? Or any of these other Fetts that Dunny's got? Have you tried this beer? Do you agree with me that it's probably the best beer we've ever tried on Beer Toys and Banter? Have you tried Dunny's beer? Do you believe, like Dunny does, that it's Christmas somewhere? Tell us in the comments. We love reading them. We reply to every single one of them.
I'm not going to live that down, am I?
No, not for a long time, mate. Enjoy the Euros, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good health.